Hi, Kimberly here from Annabelle Psychology. Welcome to the first in a series of videos where I'll be talking about helping children manage difficult emotions as we navigate uncertain times during COVID-19. More specifically, I'll be talking about strategies when it comes to emotional regulation in children, in primary school, and in preschool. This might be particularly helpful for parents, especially those of us who will be working from home during this time while also having to care for a young child. So first and foremost, what is emotional regulation? Emotional regulation refers to the independent ability to manage big emotions such as anger, frustration, sadness, fear, and anxiety. Oftentimes for little kids, this involves the help of a caregiver or a parent because this is something that they're not able to do on their own. Therefore, it is important for us as parents to understand how we can best help our children manage these emotions when they arise. So naturally, children are going to have a difficult time adjusting to changes in their schedule and in their routine, especially when it comes to things like school closure, things like having to stay indoors or play indoors and not being able to see friends. Naturally, they're going to feel frustrated and overwhelmed, but it is important for us as parents to keep several things in mind. So first and foremost, that negative emotions are never wrong. How children express negative emotions can sometimes be hurtful, harmful. However, we should not tell our children things like, do not be angry, because that's not going to help. Instead, what we can do is that we can encourage them to talk about their emotions, both good or bad, and then help them to model helpful ways to express their emotions. Next, our children learn from us, so it is important for us to be mindful during this time about how we express our emotions and how we talk about COVID-19 to others. When possible, we want to model to them helpful ways to express our emotions and manage things like anxiety and stress during this period. So when it comes to emotional regulation in children, it is important for us to be proactive. And this will help our children to retain a sense of control during times where things are really uncertain and can be pretty much out of control. So these involve things like, number one, establishing a routine. So this could be regular meal times, regular bedtimes, and putting together a list of activities for our kids to do every day so they know what they're up to when they're kept at home. Number two, ensuring that our kids have enough sleep. Now this is really important because sleep really helps to reduce susceptibility to stress as well as emotional difficulties. Number three, whenever possible, encourage our kids to exercise. So this is a good outlet for little kids, especially for their big emotions. And number four, finally, whenever possible, to encourage our kids to practice relaxation skills. Now, if they don't have these skills right now, that's okay. I'll be talking a little bit more about them in the future videos. And these could be simple things, really, just as like listening to music, deep breathing exercises, or even things like yoga. So now, more so than ever, parents, it is important for us to show up for our kids. And this means that we ensure that they feel heard, they feel validated, and they feel supported. Naturally, there will be situations when they might feel overwhelmed, they might have emotional breakdowns or tantrums, and this is pretty understandable for little kids. In my next video, I'll be talking about how to manage tantrums when they arise. However, in the meantime, if you feel that you are overwhelmed or that your child needs support, you can find out more about our telehealth services at Annabelle Psychology, as well as set up an appointment to talk to a psychologist. More information can be found at our website, www.annabellepsychology.com.